Greetings all, Ferrari 601 here. Welcome back to Flight Simulator 2020 and welcome to runway 33 at Reagan, Washington Airport here in Washington, D.C. We've got the Beechcraft King Air 350i and today we are going to be doing a VFR flight out over the water and then up the East Coast into Newark in New Jersey. A reasonably short flight, a couple hundred nautical miles, something like that. This plane's got an overall range on full tanks of about 1,800 nautical miles, so it should be pretty easy, but we've got some interesting weather conditions out here simply because of, well, we've got some overcast and it is getting late in the afternoon here, about 5:45 local, so we should be getting into sunset during our flight, so that might be interesting. Everything cold and dark in the cockpit, so we're going to have to remedy that presently.
Engaging autopilot.
With some electrical power. Caution warning for something, oil pressure, and all of that good stuff. Some avionics power on. That's fine. We should have no issues with our course. I'm going to want to fly basically due east initially because I want to get off the water, get over the water, get off the coast rather. And I guess we'll be flying reasonably high given what the cloud deck is doing. We'll set our altimeter here for 12,000 to start. We'll see what we can do with that.
System test. Okay.
Check our fuel levels there. The aux tank, the main tank, and then the fuel gauge test. That's fine. Pump controls, terms of cross feeds, that's fine. Both tanks are basically equalized right now, which is fine. We'll get our engines running here in a moment. I do want to get our lights on, make sure everything is on. Right, should be good. Alright, let's get our engines running here. Start the right engine. We'll motor it over. Get our fuel on. Alright, so we have got N1 RPM basically stabilized. Let's get light off, we got it. Shut the starter down. We've got temperature in the turbine. We have prop RPM. Torque coming up. Feather the prop up to flight position so our ITT doesn't get too high. Looks like we've got a good start. ITT getting up there. That should stabilize itself presently. ITT real high. Changing our mix doesn't seem to do much, nor does our prop feather. Alright then, let's get the other engine started before the right one melts itself then. Waiting for a light off. Help if we got some fuel into it. There we go. Start her off. Engine will motor itself up. ITT is high but stable on the right. Don't quite understand that. If we give it some throttle real quick, then bring it back down to idle. Alright, coming down. That's a good show. Okay. That's happy. Generators on. Left and right. Pitot heat is on. Caution warnings are rectified, save for the parking brake. I think we are set here. Our flaps to takeoff position. Confirm the flaps are out to takeoff position, step 1. Heading is set for 90 degrees. Altitude is preset to 12,000. Parking brake released. We'll throttle them up. We're rolling. And full power. Airspeed is building. Here, 60 knots. Got a lot of headwind here. There goes 90 knots. Gonna rotate off of the deck. There we go, we're up. We got a positive rate. Gear coming up. Okay. We'll continue our climb out here.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo, continue for its departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
And we'll get a vertical speed up. 1,400 feet per minute. Trim is taking care of our ascent rate, that's fine. Heading, set it for 90 degrees. Autopilot is in control.
Sierra Kilo, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Alrighty then.
Washington Tower, Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo, frequency change.
Lots of turbulence here. I am not putting in those control inputs, that's all bumps in the road.
Potomac approach Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo is type Beechcraft King Air 4 miles northwest of Washington, 1,100 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo, Potomac approach. Squawk 662 tree.
Squad 662 Tree Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Alright, we are on our heading just about.
Contact 4 miles north of Washington, 1,900 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace, Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Lots and lots of turbulence.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo, contact Potomac approach on 125.65.
We're getting up into these clouds in about 2 seconds.
Going to 1.25.65 Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Climb rate is 1,400 per minute. That's fine.
Potomac approach Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo, 2,600 feet.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo, Potomac.
3001 is our altimeter.
Altimeter tree, 0.01.
Got it. Alright. $3,500 feet. Zoom out on our center display. So you've got a little bit of ground to cover here. Fly over Delaware. What I want to do is kind of cut Delaware in half there, west to east. And I want to then turn roughly north.
Kilo contact Potomac approach on 119.3.
119.3 Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Center heading for 100. See what that does. So a slight turn to the south.
Potomac approach Beechcraft Alpha Sierra. X-ray Golf
Not much to
Sierra
see outside for the
Kilo
moment.
4,600 feet.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo Potomac approach, continue as planned. Altimeter tree, 0.01.
Okay. Free air temp, 10C or 50, now 49. F. So we've got some humid air where we are at the moment. We're going for 12,000. And we will then decide what to do depending on the prevailing cloud cover, I suppose. Look to see if we have any sort of weather capability here. Not so much looking like it. And all of this is basically inoperative.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo contact Potomac approach on 119.7.
Still in the clouds.
119.7 Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Potomac approach Beechcraft Alpha Sierra. X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo 7,700 feet.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo Potomac approach, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.9.
Alright. Tweak our altimeter setting there. That our prop RPM is a bit high, but it's okay for now. ITT creeping up. The throttle back a touch. Still waiting to break out of the clouds here. More turbulence.
Kilo, you are leaving my airspace radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 01200. Frequency change approved Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Right.
Washington Center Beechcraft Alpha Sierra. X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo is type Beechcraft King Air 2 miles northwest of Kilo Alpha November Papa.
I get a little lighter out there.
Request flight following.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo Washington Center. Squawk 0032.
Squawk 0032 Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo radar contact 3 miles northeast of Kilo Alpha November Papa 10,500 feet. Altimeter 29.9.
Copy Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Alright, there goes. Just about 11,000. I think we're starting to break through the clouds finally. Gonna continue our climb a little bit more. Let's Go to 14,000 and see what that does. Outside air temperature is 33. There we go, starting to see some variation in the cloud texture now. It's going to be an ITT caution. There we go. Some sunlight to get even higher. Let's go for 16,000. Starting to be able to see something on the windows. Nope, not on the ground. Some icing. Outside air temperature is now 26 F. To get above the weather here. Let's go 18,000. Okay. That's getting better. We are pretty well iced up here in the cockpit. Important thing is the wings should be okay. Outside air temp is 19 F. Let's go to 20,000. In the meantime, windshield anti-ice. Should start to take care of our icing situation. Not too bad.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo, contact Washington Center on 132.05.
132.05 for Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Okey-dokes.
Washington Center Beechcraft Alpha Sierra. X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo flight level 200.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo, Washington Center, continuous plan.
Really nice looks at the clouds now out there. Icing looks okay on the wings. Engine nacelles look okay. Very, very cool. Lightning back there.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo, contact Washington Center, priority 25.15.
There we go.
Going to 1.825.45 Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. Washington Center Beechcraft Alpha Sierra. X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo flight level 200.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo, Washington Center, continuous plan.
Well, that is a really impressive look at the shot, if ever I saw one. Just love the modeling with the clouds and the way the light comes through the clouds. Now, of course, we've got some lightning around as well. Very cool. Very, very cool. Someplace down there, we're going to start to be getting into Cape May, believe it or not. Take a look back in the cockpit. Yeah, we're just crossing the coast of New Jersey now. Getting into that. Over this way, you're going to be the mouth of the Delaware River. Might even begin to start to peek through the cloud deck in some spots and see it. We can see anything through the cloud deck, not so much. was kind of hoping we'd be able to see some detail along the coast. So far, not going to look like we can, but we'll see. Right. Go. So we're coming up a little bit north of Cape May. See anything out through the clouds there toward the ground? Not so much. Little pockets here and there, perhaps. This direction should be the Delaware River. Not able to see anything. Right. Standardize our altimeter. Fuel is marvelous. Start thinking about a turn to the north. Get to 90 degrees here. Side air temperature stable at 10. Okay, now we're starting to be able to see the ground. Clouds are starting to break up. That's good. There we go. Yep, so we're starting to see some of the barrier islands here of southeast New Jersey. That is the coast right there. Still plenty of flashes of lightning out there. The sun will be going behind the clouds in a couple of minutes for us. Let's see, what are we looking at? Around Atlantic City, right around there. Yep. Very cool. There's Atlantic City, the municipal airport there. Atlantic City International is inland off of the barrier island. There it is. The flashing runway lights right down there, about 12 o'clock. That would be Atlantic City. Try to zoom on that. There we go. Right there, that's Atlantic City Airport. Very cool. Atlantic City Expressway. Down there's the bay. Then Atlantic City through here. Not bad. Obviously we're too far out for the buildings and things to load in, but generally you can see the lay of the land. Very cool. We'll just sort of continue to follow the coast up. GPS is giving us a distance of 74 nautical miles to Newark. They're saying we'll get into the general vicinity in about 10 minutes and 50 seconds at our current speed.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo, contact New York Center on 128.3.
Going to 128.3 Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. New York Center Beechcraft Alpha Sierra. X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo flight level 200.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra, Kilo New York Center, continue as planned.
Right. Not going to start looking up the list for airports near us yet. Oof, that's some lightning. Continuing to fly up the coast, Barring Bay. The sun is behind the clouds now, by our perspective. Yeah, we're going to have an interesting time coming into Newark, that much I can tell you. Expecting to get pushed around quite a bit. So on our MFD, we're looking basically straight up the coast. Perpendicular to us up there is Long Island. And of course, you get the Raritan Bay. Sandy Hook is up there. And soon we're going to start to get into the Asbury Park area, Long Branch. Actually see Deal Lake on the MFD. Can't quite see that yet in terms of where we are looking at the ground. Now you can see the Terminator over there. That is the shadow of the Earth. Okay, we've got some storms out here. Right. So let's start thinking about what we're going to need for our descent. Newark is 54 nautical miles away. What are we going to need? I'm going to need de-ice. I'm going to need propeller de-ice. We've got pitot heat.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo contact New York Center on 118.975.
The engine anti-ice system's up.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo. New York Center Beechcraft Alpha Sierra. X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo flight level 200.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra, Kilo New York Center, continue as planned.
40 nautical miles out from Newark. We are going to have to start descending. Down to 4,000. Vertical speed, we're going to be descending 2,000 feet per minute. Throttle the engines way back. Let's see if we can get some Newark Tower frequencies in a moment.
New York Center Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo cancel flight following.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo New York Center, cancellation received. Squawk NE200. Frequency change approved.
Got Monmouth Executive, Marlboro, Old Bridge, McGuire, Kennedy, Newark. Nope, wrong one. Hate it when it does that. Just had Newark, there it is. Okay.
Newark Tower Beechcraft Alpha Sierra. X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo is 37 miles south with Quebec to land.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra.
Left traffic 22 right.
Make left traffic runway 22 right. Altimeter 29.906 wind.
runway, not too bad with our winds.
Make left traffic runway 22 right Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
16,000 feet. I want to increase our descent rate a little bit. That was a big freeze. We're back now. Starting to see stars. This descent's going to get fun in a moment. Right around here, starting to get by Middletown, Red Bank. Now have Newark well and truly on the scope.
Landing gear.
Showing us about 5 minutes out. 26 nautical miles. Coming into the clouds here at about 12:05. Alright, so our landing lights will be on. I want our displays up. There it goes, 9,100 arc. And here comes the turbulence. Sandy Hook could be just over there. Can't see anything outside. Be coming right up the Hudson, up New York Harbor. It's 5,800. A little off at 2,500 feet. At which point we will take over manual control. Cannot see much of anything. Wanting to see New York break out of the clouds here. Does not appear to be happening for us right now. This is going to be very much an instrument-aided approach. Starting to see some ground below us now. Call it 2,000. Tallest buildings around here are going to still be about 300-400 feet below, so won't be worried about that. The topography is relatively flat, certainly nothing over 2,000 feet high, so we'll be okay. Let's kind of stick to the river, of course. Lots of turbulence. There goes radar altimeter at 2450 or so. Still can't see anything outside. New York City is right there. Can't see it at all. So Newark is over that way. So we're on a downwind, I suppose you can call it. Coming up on Manhattan. Can't see anything at all. Yep, Manhattan is right there. Can't see it. Okay. Call our base leg. There we go. Finally starting to see some ground.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo cleared to land runway 22.
A lot of turbulence.
Wind 202 at 10.
Clear to land runway 22 right Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Okay. So I will take manual control once we are roughly lined up with the runway at 90 degrees. And then I will make that final turn onto final manually. And hopefully we will be roughly on center line. course, I have got my center display here to let us know where we are laterally in relation to the airport. And then in terms of where we are in terms of our direction to travel, hopefully we'll be able to get an idea of this from our left-hand display. It's going to be all instruments until almost the final moment. All right. Going to disconnect the autopilot. Okay. Autopilot disconnect. I am turning us on to what I'm hoping is going to be a final. Overflew that mark a little bit. We're at 2,000 feet. Starting to get our flaps out. Gear coming down. Gear is down and locked. 1600. Finally breaking out of the clouds. I've got the runway in sight now. Okay, not too bad. Bit high, but not bad for absolutely zero visibility until like the last moment. Gear is down and locked.
500.
150. We're going a bit fast, we're a bit high, but that's okay. 100 feet. 30. 25. 20. 15. 10. 5. And touchdown. Some reverse thrust active. Some wheel braking. We'll turn off.
Golf Sierra Kilo exit runway when able.
All right.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo contact ground on 132.45.
132.45 for Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Well, apparently we made it. As to how we made it, I don't know. But we did. Ground service vehicles are in our way. But okay. Just like being on the road, people jam on their brakes and there's no apparent reason for it. We'll pull up to Jetway because we can. Parking brake set. Engines are stopped. And that's good stuff. Our generator's off. Avionics master. And battery switch. There it is. So evidently we made it. We survived. Absolute terrible conditions here in terms of VFR. But instruments helped quite a bit. And we made it. Washington, D.C. to Newark. Not the most glamorous destination, totally not done by the book, but ultimately, I don't care. And now, of course, we can start to see through the cloud deck and start to see the stars up there. Oh, well. Maybe if we waited another half hour, it would have been all right. But there it was, D.C. to Newark, in the King Air 350. We saw sort of a sunset from the air. We kind of saw the coast of Jersey, but kind of not. And now we're here. Until next time, though, I do thank you all very much for watching. For RMAT 601, saying thank you very much. And, of course, we will see you soon.